Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei and the Multiverse of Madness movie. Choronology 1 ends. Before we start, please go support AndresFelipeSolanoDi for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. This is the translated version I made. There will be some wrong he or she calling here because it's translated, so let me clear this. Issei is a male in this story. Movie. The hyodo Issei and the Multiverse Crisis. From nothing we come and from nothing we disappear. Not even dust will remain of the corpses. The beast will arise and bring nothingness. The beast swallows everything. Even what you love. Tuesday, December 31st, 9 hours until the end of the year. The atmosphere was tense, a great heavy air invaded the entire atmosphere, two people stared at each other, without saying anything to each other. The brunette unwrapped his chain slowly, and the white-haired man clenched his fists. Ali. You know, Issei, there are other ways. I don't know what's happening to you, but you have to react. You're not in your right mind right now. Issei. Looks at him. Last chance, go. Ali. No. Issei. Smiles, ha 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 ha, pounces on him with his chain. Ali. Dodges it by leaning back. Hug, that was close. Apparently we'll have to start our warm-up. Envelops his hands in flames. Now I'm going to beat you until you regain your sanity. Issei. You're just trash in my eyes. Approaches to hit him. Die. Ali. Stops the chain with his bare hands. If you didn't realize, you're no longer the only driver here. Hits him in the face, sending him against the wall. Issei. Son of a bitch, you're going to pay me neon speed. Now I'm going to torture you. Appearing behind Vali and sending him towards the ceiling. Ali. Go ahead if you think you can do it. Freeze, I'll cool things down a bit. Issei. Watches the whole place freeze. Well, you have your surprises, but in my eyes you're trash. Ali. Looks at him. Issei. Looks at him. Ali. Ice blow. Issei. Neon sword. The two powers collide, generating a large shock wave, pushing both back. Ali. You know I wanted to fight you since you came back. Ice spikes. Issei. Dodges. Take this neon missile. Ali. Dodges it, but not like this glacial strike. Immediately a blow to the body would be given to Issei by Vali. Issei. A smoke blow. Ali. Metal bang. Both fists collide, generating a shock wave around them. Ali. I wanted to face the real hyodo. Issei the brave, the one who despite his idiocy and his hard head, always jumped into danger even without a plan to save someone. Issei. Silence kicks him, sending him against the buildings. Ali. Spits blood. That's why I won't let myself lose. Hyodo Issei. This time no one will interfere in our fight. Appears in front and hits him on the ground. Issei. Damn scum. Smiles. Well then, so be it, one of us will die here. Grim explosion. At that moment Vali's face pales before the attack, but fortunately he manages to barely avoid it. Ali. Shocked. That was the power of Zet. Maybe you absorbed it during the battle. Issei. Now the fun is about to begin. Ali. Takes off his jacket. It's time we put an end to this. Issei. Issei. Shadow blow. Ali. Fire strike. The clash of blows could be heard throughout the place. The two continued punching each other, exchanging blows with each other, destroying everything around them. Ali. Hellfire. Issei. Shadow shield. Ali. I'm not done yet. World of fire. At that moment the floor of the building began to be enveloped in flames. It even seemed that the ground turned into lava. Issei. Jumps in the air to grab a beam. Ali. You know there is a game about the floor is lava, don't touch it. Well, take that expression literal. Issei. Your fire will not burn my shadows. Dark spirits, so why come closer when I can send someone after you? The grotesque dark spirits that came out of Issei's body floated in the air, looking at Vali. Ali. Smiles. My fire won't burn your shadows. Ridiculous. After all, in the world of fire I am the one who decides what burns and what doesn't. After his words Vali moved his fingers and the dark spirits were easily incinerated. They didn't even have the chance to move. Issei. It is a problem after all, but everything has a solution. Virtual demons. Ali. You don't learn right. Everything you invoke will burn again. Incinerates them. Issei. Appears in front of Vali. Do you know the term distraction? Ali. Damn, I must move fast. Issei. Very late. Smoke blast. I would send him flying against 3 building columns. Ali. Damn, fighting without armor is shitty, but you did it for a long time. I don't want to think about the damage you received back then. Issei. Smoke roll. Take this buff of smoke. Hi. Ali. Receives it. You know, when I met you I thought you were an unlucky boy. Vali would fully receive the blow of smoke from Issei, however he managed to withstand this. Issei. What are you talking about? Multiple neon shots. Ali. Dodges them because you, being a human reincarnated as a demon, possessor of the Red Emperor Dragon, would face my Vali Lucifer, the White Emperor Dragon, offspring of the Demon King. Issei. You better shut up. Dark regressions. Ali. Ice crystals, I thought you were weak, even back then when I threatened to kill your parents, and we fought you showed me that you were not just a pervert, but someone who defends his ideals. Issei. Shut up, paper whips. Ollie. Dodges them. If I am called the best white emperor of all, then it is the same for you, but now you, the one who once fought to protect the people he loves, is now trying to destroy them. Issei. Die ionic ray. Ollie. And that is something that I volley Lucifer will not allow. At that moment a wave of power would be released by volley. Issei. What are you planning to do? Ollie. For me Hyodo Issei is not only my rival, he is also my brother, that's why I'm going to stop you giving it my all. Issei. Surrender and your death will be less slow and painful. Ollie. I don't think so, here we go Albion. Albion. Go ahead volley, we can't afford to lose. I am the one who wakes up. I am the driver who begins to realize dreams. I look at the vast infinity. Save the lost souls. And I long for the bright landscapes. I will transport absolute justice to the world. Balance breaker mode silver light. Issei. But what the hell is it? Issei couldn't finish speaking because at that moment volley was in front of him hitting his face fiercely. Issei. Damn neon radiant sweep. Ollie. Moves his hand and disappears as if nothing had happened. Now finish warming up, appears behind him and hits him. Issei. Spits blood. How is this possible? Front back right left, I can't counterattack, it's like I'm everywhere. Ollie. Light divider. Issei. Spits blood. This is impossible, that piece of shit is making me bleed, I'm not going to allow this, you're going to die in my hands, no matter what. Concrete warhead. Ollie. Max dividing. I'm sorry Issei, but at this level of power it's easy for me to dissolve your attacks, it's so easy that they mean nothing to me, it's time to end this silver fire explosion. Issei received that attack squarely and immediately his body began to tremble. Issei. Falls on the ground. Ollie. Issei, it's over, please react, we are in Cole's world and the others think that the drivers are coming when there are almost none left here, you understand what I mean. Issei. Ja. Ollie. What I want to say is that this fight is useless. Issei. Ha 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 ha, useless, of course this is not over, haha. Ollie. Why is that maniac laugh at a time like this? You're done for, you know it's true, with my armor in this shape, there's no way you can beat me. Issei. I told you when we faced each other that now I am the beast. Gets up. Ollie. Shocked, it can't be. Issei. Smiles. What Volley saw was something unreal, in just a moment the wounds he had given Issei were no longer there, it was as if they had never been there, apparently he had regenerated from all the damage done by Volley. Ollie. But how is it possible that the wounds I gave you are no longer there, there is not even a measly scratch, how can it be possible, tell me something, are you really Hyodo Issei? Issei. Smiles. Now I'm going to finish you off, let me show you the true meaning of power. Balance breaker mode dark. Ollie. Apparently things start from here, don't they? At that moment the real battle began. Issei. Hits him in the face. Ollie. Holds his foot in the air and sends him towards the road. Issei. Doomsday cross. Ollie. Dragon flash. Issei. Hi. Ollie. Hi. Albion, the longer I can keep this mode. Albion. About 5 minutes or so. Ollie. Well then I have 5 minutes to give him a good beating and make him see reason. Issei. Hits him. Die. Dark destruction. Ollie. Silver flash. Let's see if he can keep up with me. Starts flying quickly. Issei. Follows him. You won't escape. Ollie. Escape. You are wrong, it is called combat strategy. Silver flare. Issei. Dodges. You failed. Ollie. I didn't point it at you, you know that we are flying under giant buildings, right? Issei. Looks up. Damn. Ollie. Let's see if you can support 2 solid concrete buildings. Issei. I don't even care about something like that. Raises hand. It's just dust before my eyes. Destruction shot. At that moment a huge lightning bolt came out of his hand, destroying the buildings. Ollie. Smiles. I knew it, I just wanted you to let your guard down. Hits him in the face, breaking his armor helmet and sending him flying. Issei. Spits blood. You made me angry. Multiple shots of concrete, neon, smoke, video, darkness, lightning and paper. He used all of the driver's powers at the same time and threw them at Volley. Ollie. So you can use all your powers at once, then I have to end this as soon as possible. Light rays. He used his attack to neutralize Issei's attacks, however this was a trap on Issei's part. Issei. Watch your back. Hits him in the face, breaking his helmet. After that action, both would punch each other head on. Ollie. Hi. Issei. Hey. Issei. I will destroy everything. Ollie. I won't allow it. The exchange of blows between the two was so brutal that neither gave up. You could see that Volley was at the limit of his power, and Issei didn't even look tired for some strange reason. Ollie. I can't stop, if I stop I don't think I'll be able to stand up again. I can see that Issei hasn't even shown his full power. I don't even feel that his energy decreases, on the contrary I feel as if with each blow he gives he will get more energy. It is obvious that he is now the beast, he has more power than before. Also considering that Cole devoured all the drivers and Issei devoured Cole, his power must be crazy, although I feel that there is something else in the equation, but I don't know what. Is. Albion. Valley is to the limit. Ali. It's all or nothing. Albion loads all the power in his arm. Issei, before you were looking for peace, so that everyone you love could live happily, now what happened to that dream? Issei. Loads his power into his arm. Let's finish this so I can revive her. Ali. Maybe you don't want peace. Issei. Issei. Peace is just an abstract illusion. Ali. React the hell out of it. Issei. Valley. Answer. Issei. The two collide their fists forcefully, generating a large explosion. At that moment the universe where the two were was shaking from the explosion, the energy released was unimaginable, the collision of energies would be felt in Issei's original universe. Infamous Issei universe. Celia. What the hell was that? It's like someone moves the world. Celia 2, it's already started hahaha. Celia. What has started? Celia 2, with my driver powers I left a small sheet of paper that allowed me to see everything like a television screen, to see how the fight between Issei and Cole would end. The truth is that Issei destroyed Cole, and now apparently he will revive someone called Yuma, and will destroy everything else. At this moment he faces his friend Vali, although the explosion was so big that it destroyed the paper, so I can't see anymore. Celia. It can't be possible. Celia 2, in the end power corrupts you, the same thing happened with Cole, then with Black, and now with Issei. Celia. I know that he will reconsider, and the Issei from before will return. Celia 2, you don't understand, we don't have to continue fighting, if we join the current Issei we can survive. Celia. The Issei of my world, the one you say has changed and is fighting to destroy everything, I know that in the end he will make the right decision. Celia 2, is your answer that idiotic? Celia. Issei showed me the right path and what I should be, that's why I will fight to protect this world like he does. Celia 2, the Issei that convinced you is now different, he changed and evil took over him. Celia. Don't insist anymore, I would never disappoint Issei by bowing again to evil and power. Celia 2, then to gain the trust of the new Issei, I will bring him your head. Celia. Then let's begin. Celia 2, paper sword. Celia. I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. Celia 2, your kindness will be your downfall in this fight. Celia. Paper whips. Celia 2, you should have let Cole improve you deflects them all. Celia. To be a monster like you. At that moment the other version of Celia wrapped her body in pure paper, it was as if it were made of it. Celia 2, this monster will cut out your tongue appears in front of her. Celia. Stands back she's faster paper insects. Celia 2, looks at the floor good try paper cocoon. The fight between the two began to take a point of attacker and defender. Celia. Now that she's not looking I have to tell Riaz everything she told me, so she can let the others know how the situation is. Paper origami bird. At that moment an origami bird flew out quickly, it had sent the message. Celia 2, opens the cocoon. I am stronger, I have more power than you and everything you do I can improve. Paper cutting dance, let's see how much you bleed. Smiles. At that moment her version from another universe was cutting her and she tried to dodge his attacks, but it was useless. Celia. A paper shield. Going from an offensive to a defensive posture in a short period of time in the fight, things did not look good for her. Celia 2, I haven't finished yet. Paper whips. The paper shield would be broken as if nothing had happened and Celia would receive the attack. Celia. AI spits blood. Celia 2, if you don't attack you won't be able to survive. Celia. You don't need to say it, but the fight was over from the moment you didn't realize that while I was defending myself, I was altering the area. Celia 2, what the hell? The entire floor was wrapped in paper and his other version had not noticed it because he was constantly attacking. Celia. Too late to realize. Paper spikes. The spikes were embedded between the legs, stomach and spine of its other version. Celia 2, I am Aldidaya. Celia. It's over. Celia turned to leave, however, she was surprised when she heard the voice of her other version. Celia 2, you're leaving haha. Celia. Shocked, but how come you're not bleeding? Celia 2, I told you that Cole modified us, he made us perfect drivers. Celia. Don't tell me he turned you into that. Celia 2, this is a woman made of paper, in this form the paper does not surround me, my body is the paper, there is no blood to spill, there are no organs to stab, I am invincible. Smiles. Celia. But that's impossible. Celia too, it is not, it was painful at first, but thanks to that I can rearm myself and regenerate, I lost my humanity, but in exchange I got something greater. Celia. I used to say that we were equal, but I was wrong. Celia too, yes, you did it, since I am superior to you. Celia. Smiles. Celia too, has the fear of dying made you have that stupid smile on your face? Celia. No, this smile is because I do have friends and you don't paper sword. Celia too, very good stupid bitch, I'm going to cut off that snout of yours paper sword. Shock. Shock. Cut. Shock. Celia too, pathetic that's all you can do pushes her without any effort. Celia would fall to the ground, her energy had been exhausted. Celia. He wake up. Celia too, I don't understand it, I just don't understand it, you have no chance of winning basically it's useless to keep fighting, tell me if something is useless, why keep trying? Celia. I heard someone tell me before that even if it was useless and everything was against me, I would never stop trying, because sometimes what you call useless bears fruit towards greatness. Celia too, well, tell me where your attempts have taken you, you are barely dying and can get up, the useless never stops being useless, I will honestly end your suffering once and for all, die. Rias. Destruction. Bekeno. Lightning. Giba. Sword birth. At that moment the other version of Celia would be attacked by surprise by Issei's friends. Celia too, but what? This would receive the attack squarely without being able to dodge them, generating a large amount of smoke from the explosion. Celia. It seems like they arrived on time. Asia. Are you fine? Celia begins to heal her. Celia. I'm tired, but she has to be stopped. Rias. Don't worry, we'll take care of it from here. Giba. I will have my revenge for the other time I cut myself. At that moment the smoke generated dissipates, revealing that she was still alive and angrier. Celia too, you all make me want to vomit, I'm going to kill you. Giba. We know Issei's situation and we have to hurry to go to him. Celia. I'm glad you received the message, but what about the factions? Rias. You don't know. As soon as that tremor happened, strange things have been happening. Celia. What do you mean? Rias. We know thanks to you that Cole took all his power away from the drivers of his side, followed by that Issei killed him, and for some reason he wants to destroy everything, but this is the matter that you are not informed about, the lifeless bodies of drivers have started moving inexplicably, the factions are fighting with dead beings, it's as if someone is controlling them. Celia. Shocked. Hey, you know something, don't you? Celia too, hahaha. I see hyodo Issei. So that's what you want. Celia. What are you talking about? Celia too, right now, even before when he fought with Vali, Issei was the puppet master who controls all those bodies attacking all the factions. Celia. But why? Celia too, he wants to destroy the multiverse, and how would it be easier to do that? Simple, having an immortal army of brainless drivers at his disposal, but this is bigger. Rias. What do you mean? Celia too, look at it this way, if in a bubble there are various energy forces bursting, what do you think will happen? Rias. The energy would look for an outlet, therefore the bubble would burst. Celia too, correct, apparently something is causing a strong anomaly in the multiverse, and that something is Issei. Celia. Looks closely, that's why the sky is that way. Shock, there is a hole in the sky. Celia too, I think you understood, now what happens if there are more bubbles that are intertwined with each other and the various energy forces are bursting? Celia. That's it, the force does not explode, it moves to the next bubble affecting that bubble and continues moving one at a time until reaching the end. Rias. In other words, it will affect all universes. Celia too, exactly, gigantic portals will open and it will be a direct passage to the multiverse where Issei can send his army to destroy everything, but the universe due to the same anomaly that Issei causes could have severe changes to such a degree that some universes could cease to exist, saving work for Issei. Rias. Holds hand. No, I trusted Issei, I know that in the end he will do the right thing. Celia too, I don't want to ruin your hopes, but he may have already killed Vali. Giba. I know Vali and he is someone who doesn't die easily. Celia too, well, you guys are dying here. Paper whips. Celia. Be careful. Rias. Destroys them all. Asia. Don't worry Celia, I'm almost done healing you, honestly I'm worried about Issei like everyone else when I hear what he's doing, but in the end we doubted him once, we won't do it twice, that's why we can only have faith in Issei and see that he comes to his senses. Celia. I know, but if we make a mistake it will destroy everything and there will be nothing left. And Issei is subconscious. You could see everything covered in darkness, Issei chained with a vacant look in Athena. Athena. Incredible guy, you really are special. If the hyodo Issei of my universe had not ruined my plans, maybe you would not have to go through all this. Using the evils of the box world and merging with the beast was certainly difficult, but I still managed it, although it helped that Cole destroyed you in your first encounter with him, weakening your spirit. My plan was to return to my home and stand above all the gods, but this is the most curious thing, despite being able to control your body, you has more control. Is that curse there? Subconsciously you want to relive it. You could see that in that dark place there was a cocoon of blood where a person with black wings was locked up. Athena. I think it was a bad calculation. Whatever is there interferes with my complete control and controls your body more than me. Even I am scared. I don't want to imagine what will come out of there, but I don't care what you do while you come to my universe and destroy everything, so I can sit above those hypocritical gods. Issei. Someone please help me. Issei's faint words would faintly echo in that dark void as the blood cocoon moved slightly. With Riaz and the others. Celia too, multiple shots of paper passing turtles move very slowly. Celia. Thanks to Asia I can now move, but even so she is very strong and our attacks have no effect due to her regeneration. Celia too, now you guys die once and for all. At that moment before she could attack something happened. Cut. Celia too, I have blood of whom this blood cannot be mine, but it comes out of my body like. At that moment everyone, absolutely everyone, did not believe what they saw. Issei prototype, but what do we have here? Celia too, you are no who are you? Issei prototype, hyodo Issei that isn't obvious. Celia too, this essence of power you can't be hyodo Issei, I don't feel your powers as a driver. Issei prototype, answer me this question, you believe that the hyodo Issei of other universes would sit back and watch our universes be destroyed? Celia. Shock the hyodo Issei from other universes. Issei prototype, we arrived 60 minutes ago. Flashback. Issei ghost of Sparta, we're here. Issei. Werewolf, I don't feel the presence of the hyodo Issei of this universe, where is he? Issei demon hunter, maybe that thing up there can explain it. Issei ghoul, looks at the portal, he is in another universe that is not his, but what is happening? Issei prototype, we all know that the events in each universe are different, it is normal that this universe has its circumstances. Issei. Werewolf, that would explain why he is not in his universe. At that moment an immense shock of power would be felt by them. Issei demon hunter, it's a gigantic shock of energy. Issei. Prototype, I feel another energy nearby in combat, you go to the other universe, I will investigate and join you later. Issei ghost of Sparta, well, come on guys, let's stop this madness. Vindel flashback. Issei prototype, well now you know what will happen to you. Celia too, I don't think so origami tombs. Issei. Prototype, looks at her without concern, I'm sorry, but you can't beat me, cuts her arm. Celia too, but since this is possible it shouldn't be possible to cut myself. Blood was dripping from his very grotesquely cut arm, not to mention that his attack was also cut by Issei prototype. Issei prototype, I'm sorry but my sword cuts everything, I want one question, can I kill her, right? Celia. Of course. Celia too, wait please. Issei prototype, die cuts off his head. Celia too, falls to the floor. Everyone was silent, everything that was happening was difficult to believe even seeing it with their own eyes, but at the end of the day that was reality. Issei prototype, well now there is one less problem, although it was only a small one, compared to the other, looks at the girls, you, like me, have questions, right, how about we start with this question, what happened? Here. Riaz. I don't know if you'll understand. Issei prototype, it doesn't matter that I don't know the names of everyone involved, knowing what happened here is better than not knowing anything, in the end everything is helpful. Riaz. Well if that's the case, summarizing a little about the fight against Cole, Issei was left in the worst possible state, he was almost dead and was taken to the hospital as soon as they found out where he was. Akeno. Issei escaped from the hospital a long time ago, we were worried about him, but we couldn't go look for him because of the alarming situation, which as you can see has reached these extremes. Riaz. Currently Vali is fighting with him. Issei prototype, Espera Vali. Celia. Yes, he went in search of Issei, but the Issei he found is no longer the one we currently know, he is out of his mind. Issei prototype, Vali. You really are. Ha. No matter what universe it is in. You will always be our rival. I hope you are well. Riaz. Now it's our turn to ask what's happening and why do the hyodo Issei from other universes come here? Issei prototype, because apparently our universes are suffering anomalies, in other words changes like portals opening everywhere and even dimensions collapsing, causing destruction, and not to mention that all this happens because of the Issei of this universe. Celia. It's like my other version said. Riaz. But why Issei acting so strange, there is no explanation for his behavior until now. Issei prototype, yes there is and it is normal that they do not know. Rias. What? Issei prototype, it is Athena's fault, not the Athena of her universe from the Olympian faction, but another Athena, apparently in the universe of one of our versions. Issei faced a goddess from another dimension called Athena and opened Pandora's box, taking out the evils of the world, so those evils of the world entered the hyodo Issei of this universe and merged with a strange power. Celia. The beast. Issei prototype, so that is the name of that power, but when he merges with that power, he does not have the slightest awareness of what he is doing. We believe that he may be being controlled by Athena, and we come to save him. Rias. I will trust you but. Issei prototype, if you are going to ask me to bring you, the answer is no. Rias. But why? Issei prototype, because for each hyodo Issei of each universe, there is always an important person, someone who encourages us to fight, who we will always love, and that is you. Rias. Surprised. Issei prototype, and the last thing any of us would do is take you to your death. Noise. Celia. What's happening? Issei prototype, it seems that the others are already fighting. Rias. You mean that? Issei prototype, yes, the final battle has started. Well, thanks for everything, but I have to go. He would leave the place heading to the place of combat. Minutes before. After the explosion caused by Issei and Vali. You could see the transformed Issei standing as if nothing had happened and the transformed Valis on the ground very injured. Vali. Bleeding enough. Issei, Cole is dead, there is no reason to fight anymore, why are you doing this? Issei. I will end all the universes one by one, I will cause the end of time, and thus I will bring Yuma back. Vali. She is dead. Issei, whatever is happening is in your mind. Issei. No, she is alive, deep inside she tells me to kill and I will do it, she dies. Smoke shot. Vali. Damn, in the end I couldn't do anything to return it to normal. Vali would slowly close his eyes, it seemed like this was going to be the end of him. Shock. But at that moment the sound of a bullet was heard, Issei's attack did not come, Vali slowly opened his eyes and could not believe what he saw. Issei Demon Hunter, looks like we're on time. Issei Ghoul, we almost missed it. Vali. It is not possible. Shocked, who are you? At that moment everyone responded. Hyodo Issei. Issei. I see that vermin have arrived. Issei Ghoul, it seems that the darkness affected him too much. Issei Werewolf, how are we going to return him to normal? Issei Demon Hunter, giving him a few good hits. Issei Ghost of Sparta, the darkness comes from my universe and affects his body. It is not his fault that he is acting like this, it is mine for not being careful. Issei Ghoul, no blaming yourself now, we have to get him back to normal. Issei Ghost of Sparta, okay guys, let's finish this. Vali. What the hell is happening, why are there so many hyodo Issei? Issei. Yumo shots. Issei Werewolf, grabs Vali. I'll get you out of here first, and then I'll explain quick everything. Vali. Thank you. I owe you one. Issei, right. Issei Werewolf, haha yeah it's confusing right honestly none of us get used to it yet. Issei Demon Hunter, materializes his arm stopping all the shots. Issei Ghoul, takes out his Kagyun. Well here I go, hits him with the Kagyun. Issei. Interrupts him with his chain. Issei Ghoul, materializes his power with that chain, my Kagyun can't break it. Issei Ghost of Sparta, then attack him through his blind spot, throws his swords into his back. Issei. Smoke body, that won't work, I don't have blind spots, crosses the swords. Issei Ghost of Sparta, this is a problem, he can attack head on and evade any attack. Issei Demon Hunter, but not all attacks hits him with his spectral arm. Issei. I told you it's useless. But Issei's Demon Hunter blow would be a success and would hit him in that state. Issei Demon Hunter, solid objects maybe, but my arm is covered in demonic energy, it can hit non-solid things. Issei Ghost of Sparta, then he can't go through energy objects, lights his swords on fire. Issei Werewolf, energy is neither created nor destroyed, said Antoine Laurent Lavoisier. Issei Demon Hunter, are you done yet? Issei Werewolf, if I have finished explaining everything to Vali, he is resting, he needs to heal his wounds. Issei. He will perish just like all of you. Dark regression. A huge shadow envelops all the Issei. Issei Ghost of Sparta, we're going to have to turn on the light's chaos fire. It would try to create light in this darkness, but it was useless, for some strange reason it didn't work. Issei. It's useless, the darkness here is permanent. Issei Werewolf, fighting blindly is not a problem, I have my other senses. Issei Ghoul, I don't see anything. Issei Demon Hunter. At least my arm works as a flashlight, but it barely illuminates me. Hey, but where are they? He immediately realized that there was no one near him, he even moved his arms to try to touch one of his versions, but he couldn't, it was as if they were very far away. Issei Ghoul, he heard you, I think something is happening in this darkness. Issei. In this place only I can see, you are blind, you can't see each other. Issei Ghost of Sparta, don't attack, we could have problems due to friendly fire, let's leave this still true hound. Issei Werewolf grabs Issei's head and buries it in the ground. Issei was immediately surprised by how things turned out, he didn't understand how this had happened. Issei. But how did you do it? Issei Werewolf, we werewolves have super developed other senses, in this darkness I can see you very well without having eyes besides, it's been night for a long time, and night is my time. At that moment his body would transform into a werewolf. Issei. Hurting the owner who controls this darkness is not good, you know, Crucifixer of Darkness dies. This would insert multiple spikes throughout his body, passing through him. Issei Werewolf looks at him, this hurts like hell, but you know, I got used to the pain because I'm immortal, you can't kill me. He quickly healed his wounds and got rid of his attack like it was nothing. Issei. Then that can be fixed, concrete confinement. Issei Werewolf feels how his body becomes heavy, what the hell is happening? Issei. If you are immortal as you say, I just have to make sure you don't move anymore. Issei Demon Hunter, this is bad, he's fighting, and he doesn't seem to be winning, takes out Yamato. Issei Ghoul, what are you going to do? Issei Demon Hunter, get us out of here, it doesn't matter that he controls everything here, this sword cuts to dimensions, dimensional cut. At that moment the dimension would break like a mirror, freeing everyone from the darkness. Issei Ghoul, now I can attack. Issei Werewolf looks at his body wrapped in concrete, it's good that they can see now, but get me out of here first. Issei Ghoul, Entendido. This will destroy the concrete that surrounded its other version. Issei Werewolf, thank you. Issei Ghoul, you're welcome. Issei. Ha 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 ha. Issei Ghost of Sparta, what are you laughing at, the tables have turned again. Issei. You all came here with the sole purpose of stopping me, but you are so weak that you make me laugh, it's like an insect challenging a god, I can feel the energy, I knew about your arrival, and I didn't take action because I didn't see it necessary, the tables have not changed, you four will die here. Issei Demon Hunter, really? I don't believe it. Issei. You versions of me are finished. Issei Werewolf, it's strange to hear that from myself. Issei Ghost of Sparta, you made a serious mistake. Issei. Which one? Issei Ghost of Sparta, to think that there were only 4 of us, when there are 5 of us. Issei. What? Issei Demon Hunter, now. Cut. At that moment Issei's body would be cut, letting out a large stream of blood. Issei. Spits blood, cough cough, but what the hell, you damn. Issei Prototype, sorry for the delay guys. Issei Ghoul, this is where the counterattack begins. Issei Demon Hunter, we didn't want to start the fun without being complete. At that moment all the versions of Issei lunged to attack, however Issei's wounds healed again and revealed a dark purple energy, while his face showed his anger. Issei. You perish. Balance Breaker Dark Mode. Issei Demon Hunter. Devil Breaker. Issei Ghost of Sparta. I am the one who wakes up. I am the one who devours and gives way to the destruction of the gods. I will walk the path of annihilation and protection. I protect those I love and destroy those I hate. I will stain my path with your blood. Balance Breaker Mode God Slayer. Issei Werewolf. I am the one who wakes up. I am the dragon beast that protects the infinite and walks to dreams. I will continue my path firmly in the night and in the day. I will protect the peace and those I love. Balance Breaker Mode Light Wolf. Issei Prototype, wow, it seems I have to show off, fortunately Drake has already adapted to me. I am the one who wakes up. I am the red dragon of latent truth and the perfect prototype of the dream. May you all bow before my presence and prove that you are worthy of my love. I follow the path of love and happiness. I will fill your dreams with happiness and fulfill your wishes. I will show you a life of peace. Balance Breaker Mode Infection. Issei Ghoul, Drake also adapted to me, let's see what dragon and ghoul powers do together. I am the one who wakes up. I am the dragon that absorbed the impurities of the world and became a ghoul. I show the balance with just my presence. My body is meat. And my face is blood. I will plunge you into the confines of fear. Balance Breaker Mode Ghoul Dragon. Issei. They kill everyone. Issei Ghoul, Sphere of Corruption. Issei Werewolf, Bloody Moon. Issei Demon Hunter, Dimensional Cut. Issei Ghost of Sparta, Chaos Strike. Issei Prototype, Infected Sword. Issei. Final Judgment. The battle was intense, rumblings reached the other universes. Issei Universe Nero Devil May Cry TXT. Dante. Fighting demons. It's a lot of power, for the first time in my life I feel danger, whatever you're doing kid be careful, it must be the reason why that's in the sky, looks at the portal in heaven, I will leave it in your hands, I feel like this is personal for you. Issei Universe The Werewolf DXD. Kaneko. Trembling, this is a great power. Rias. Yes, too much. Asara. Looks at the sky, there is a big portal above. Rias. I feel like this has to do with Issei. Bakeno. You're not wrong, Rhea, I feel his energy inside that portal, he must be fighting. Rhea's. Then we can only trust that he will win. Issei Ghoul DXD Universe. Auka. But what is that? A few hours ago the assault on the Ajiri base ended and now there are more problems. Rhea's. It must be Issei, he is fighting alongside his other versions. Auka. His other version really wasn't kidding when he said they were trying to save the universes. Hiba. All of Tokyo is on high alert. Rhea's. We will take care of what happens here, we must trust that Issei will emerge victorious from this along with his other versions. Universe of Issei Prototype DXD. Rhea's. What's going on? Ali. Office, what's going on? Office. Something affects the universes. Ali. That explains the sky portal, but what risks are there? Office. The destruction of everything. Ali. That's a serious problem, you know. Office. There are people fighting. Ali. What who? Office. I don't know, but its essence and energy seem familiar to me. Maybe it is. Asia. Because I think about Issei right now, first a fight on television 8 weeks ago, and now this. Arena. He. You also think about Issei. Bekeno. You too, Arena. Hineko. Me too, this feeling is like. Rhea's. If Issei were alive, but it can't be possible, right? Universe of Issei God of War DXD. Lily. Issei is fighting. Rhea's. I feel its power even here. Hiba. I think that's why points to the portal in the sky. Lily. It's Issei, he's fighting with everything. Rhea's. Let's trust him, he always knows how to get ahead. In the battle. The blows and explosions did not stop, the entire terrain was being swept away leaving only destruction in its wake. Issei Ghost of Sparta, I'm not going to let you destroy everything. Issei. Well come. Issei Ghost of Sparta, cut kills gods. Issei. Dark Spectre. Shock. Burst. Issei. Prototype, I'm not going to lose anyone here, hi. Issei. Dark Cut. Issei Prototype, Biomass Cut. Shock. Blow. Burst. Issei. Resisting is useless, perish. Issei Werewolf, you must reason, that's not you must fight and resist the darkness that possesses you. Issei. Fight. I do not know what are you talking about, I don't need to fight the darkness. Issei Werewolf, Stellar Moon Cut. Issei. Why fight when I have total control side of chaos? Shock. Shock. Burst. At that moment the attacks collide with intensity, destroying even more everything that was already there. However, the universe they were in was already in ruins and there were no civilians or people alive, they could let loose what they wanted without thinking about anything else. Issei. Ghoul, get ready. Issei. I'll make you sting. Issei Ghoul, Dragon Slayer, that's it. The Kagyun is wrapped in his armor and goes to pierce Issei. Issei. Black Cross. However, I easily block it. Issei Demon Hunter, I'm not going to lose anyone else. Issei. We'll see about that. Issei Demon Hunter, multiple dimensional cuts. Issei. Claw of Darkness. The clash of powers was intense, no one Cedia, attack versus attack, blow versus blow, no one Cedia despite being a single Issei, he had superiority in power, while the others felt exhaustion and fatigue from the continuous battle, but at that moment behind Issei on the ground, the dark purple energy swirled, and out of nowhere, a tree came out of the ground with a giant flower. The flower seemed to be about to bloom, that flower gave a bad feeling to all the other Issei, not to mention that flower was causing changes in reality. Issei Demon Hunter, what is that? Issei. There I will revive my precious Yuma, I will finally bring her back to life. After those words said by him, all the hyodo Issei are shocked. Issei Ghost of Sparta, but what are you saying, why would you do such a thing? Issei Demon Hunter, I don't understand why everything for that girl. Issei Werewolf, yes, he was just a fallen angel who wanted to kill us. Issei Ghoul, I see you didn't experience it. Issei Demon Hunter, what are you talking about? Issei Prototype, unlike you two, we were weak from the beginning, that fallen angel deceived us, she was our girlfriend, and when the president killed her, she left a curse on us, in my case that curse affected me psychologically, the girls in the past they helped me overcome it, currently it is weakened, but still persists in my. Issei Ghost of Sparta, our first girlfriend and our biggest mistake, what the hell are you thinking, Athena, this is already out of your plans, oh maybe those aren't your plans. Issei would remain still, head bowed and silent as his other versions looked at him. Issei Ghost of Sparta, is it possible that you don't have control of Athena, but if so, who is in control? An Issei is subconscious. Athena. But what is this? You were an idiot to believe that the evils of the world would help you. Athena. Why is this happening, I am supposed to control the evils of the world. You had control before entering here, combining the evils of the world with the power of the beast by entering Issei's body beforehand was a great plan, but your mistake was entering him without knowing that inside he had a curse. Athena. But a curse is just that it cannot take physical form. Correct, but I owe everything to this black gem, which was among the evils of the world. Thanks to you I will be able to revive from the curse. Athena. You are. At that moment the blood bubble breaks showing the fallen angel Rainer. Rainer. Messing with my Issei, the one who will revive me, was a big mistake. Athena. Hey wait. Rainer. I will finish the remaining work extends hand you know the saying, greed breaks the bag, because you broke it when you decided to enter this body. Athena. Wait, you don't know the situation outside, if you kill me you won't get information. But Rainer squeezes her hand and explodes Athena, killing her instantly without hesitation. Rainer. What a fool, I've been seeing the same thing you see for a long time, I clearly know what's happening outside, now let's continue, please give it all to me. She approached Issei who was still chained in that darkness to place her hands on him. Issei. Euda. Out of Issei's subconscious. Issei. His eyes turn black. At that moment everyone feels a disgusting aura. Issei Demon Hunter, we can't continue like this. Issei Ghost of Sparta, we have to finish him off right now, we must perform one last combined attack to finish him off, this is no longer the work of Athena. Issei Ghoul, then we can't hesitate anymore. Issei Werewolf, everyone ready. Issei Prototype, go ahead. Issei Rainer. Lol. All the Issei concentrate their power, creating great destructive energy and run at great speed, hitting Issei in the chest. All that would be seen afterwards is smoke everywhere. Issei Werewolf, did we make it? Issei Demon Hunter, it was a direct hit and he didn't move, there is no way we could miss. Issei Ghoul, Issei Sparrow. Issei Ghost of Sparta, he had great power and monstrous regeneration he couldn't die, so he must be unconscious. Issei Prototype, well then. At that moment Issei pierces Issei's prototype stomach before he finished speaking, then cuts off Issei's ghoul arm and decapitates Issei Werewolf at the end. Issei Ghost of Sparta, shock that can't be possible, there must be some damage. Issei Demon Hunter, shock this is seriously how can it be that this is like nothing happened. Issei Ghost of Sparta, wait, look, his chest is fine, if we can do something to it. Issei could be seen with a hole in his chest in the heart area, it slowly closed and at that moment Bali appeared from behind to attack him, but Issei easily dodged it. Bali. Shit, I'm not completely recovered yet. Issei Demon Hunter, how the hell can you regenerate from that? Bali. Since the fight started I knew, something is happening inside Issei's body. Issei Ghost of Sparta, this is not the work of Athena, if she had been in control things would not have reached these extremes. Issei Ghoul appears behind Issei to kick him, but Issei dodges it, Issei Prototype continues with a critical mass tentacle attack, however Issei manages to block them. Issei Ghoul, if it weren't for the regenerative abilities of a ghoul he would have lost his arm. Issei Prototype, fortunately the three of us who attacked all had regenerative abilities, however I'm at the limit. Issei Ghoul, equally. At that moment behind, a headless body appears to hit Issei, but he deflects it. Issei Werewolf grabs his head and puts it on if he were not immortal he would have died, even so being immortal does not guarantee having infinite energy, and that is the problem. In the blink of an eye, Issei quickly hits them all in the stomach, making them spit out blood. Issei. Look at how you all ended up, you're bucking losers. Issei Ghost of Sparta, spits blood we're not done yet. Issei Ghoul, spits blood we will never give up. Issei Demon Hunter, spits blood you should know this by now, we're going to give it our all. Issei Prototype, spits blood we will protect everything we love, even if it costs us all our lives. Issei Werewolf, spits blood we have courage and will, we will not lose our desire to continue fighting. Issei. Look at you, you can barely stand up, this will end only one way and you know it. Ali. Spits blood in what way Issei? Issei. With my victory, now it's time for me to end all the hope they have left. Bali and the other versions of Issei were on the verge of exhaustion, but they did not give up, they stood up again. Issei. Well, let's see if they can continue moving after this judgment of chaos. After that action, a huge explosion took away everything, the others quickly acted to defend themselves. Everyone was on the ground, although they defended themselves as best they could from Issei's attack, their energy was at its limit and the tree was about to bloom, nothing was in their favor. Issei. Yuma, now you will revive, in the end everything is tinged with darkness. When everything seemed lost, someone descended from the sky, her mere presence shocked almost everyone present, they couldn't believe who she was, however there was no doubt, she was Riaz, the Riaz Gremory of the Issei who was about to destroy everything. Issei Prototype, Riaz. What are you doing here? Riaz. You yourself told me what it meant for all the Issei in different universes. Issei Prototype, then why? Because you came to this place knowing that you can die. Rias. Because I'm sure you know that for all the Rias from different universes, Issei is the most important thing for us. Looks at Vali. Thanks for everything, Vali. I'll take charge from here. Vali. Smiles. I guess for a man who lost his mind, only the woman he loves can make him see reason. Issei. Yuma, you must revive quickly. He was watching the tree with the giant flower bloom slowly, he wasn't even paying attention to Rias. Rias. Issei, it's time to end this madness. Rias slowly approached and the other versions of Issei were trying to move to stop Rias, but they had long since reached their limit. When he was in front of the Issei he finally noticed her, his eyes did not show surprise, it seemed like he didn't even care. That was when a sound was heard. Slap. The loud sound of a slap was heard throughout the place, Issei's face went from a blank expression to a surprised expression. Rias. You're an idiot, you know how much you worried me. I have been suffering from your disappearance for a long time, and when I know about you, you want to revive her to the person who hurt you. Maybe you love someone who hurts you more than someone who loves you. You don't remember what we've been through together the night I give myself to you when we became one. Please Issei, tell me what you remember. In Issei's subconscious. Issei. President. The shine in Issei's eyes would be seen again, Ria's voice was reaching Issei in the middle of that darkness. Rainer. Don't pay attention to him, you must love me, give everything to me, love only me. But the screams that Rainer gave were of no use, Issei had already heard Ria's voice, at that moment the chains that tied him in his subconscious began to crack. Issei. It's true, the president has filled me with happiness all my life, she has been with me at all times, and I promise to save her wherever she is. Looks at Rainer, that's why I won't let you harm her. The chains would break, freeing Issei. Rainer. It's impossible. Issei. I won't give you anything, you only gave me suffering, you are the misfortune of my life. If you want something from me, then you have my hate now, damn long of my body. At that moment the darkness begins to fade next to Rainer's body. Rainer. I will revive, and when I do, all of you hyodo Issei will be mine, only mine, and you will love me whether you like it or not. Those dark words were heard by Rainer before disappearing. Issei. I'm sorry Rainer, we already love other people and you're not on that list. At that moment Issei's subconscious clears up, returning everything to normal and revealing a beautiful light. Out of the subconscious. Issei. President No laughs, it's you. Rias. Surprised Issei, you're back. Issei. If you laugh, I'm back. Rias. I'm so happy. She would shed a few tears and then touch his face and kiss him. At that moment the tree causes a tremor. Issei. It's Rainer who seeks to revive, we have to stop it. Ali. None of us has much power left. Issei. What? Ali. I'm sorry Issei, but we spent everything fighting against you to make you see reason, we no longer have any strength left. Issei. I understand, let me see something, I may still have this power. Issei would look at the tree while analyzing the energies of his body. Ali. That's what's going on. The other versions of Issei realized what he was doing. Issei. I knew it. This has to be destiny. Rias, I'm glad to see you one last time. Rias. What? Ali. Did you happen to? Bali looked at Issei's face, there was a determined face, and there was no doubt in his eyes, he clenched his fists because he knew what was going to happen. Issei. Could you please take Rias out of here? Issei prototype, okay. Issei. Vali. Vali. You. Issei. Protect them all in my absence. Vali. Clench his fists, I will do it, I promise. Vali turned his face to avoid looking into his eyes as a tear came out of him. Rias. Hey, what are you talking about, Issei, why would I and you? Issei. Yo. Rias. Answer me Issei. At that moment the other versions of Issei would grab Rias. Ali. Don't let her go, we must leave quickly. Rias. What's happening, what do they do? Issei prototype, in the end you saved us Rias, if I had brought you sooner maybe this wouldn't have happened. Issei Ghost of Sparta, Rias holds his hand, we have no power left to stop that tree, we barely have the strength to leave this universe. Issei prototype, but we have to stop that tree no matter what. Ali. And the only one who has the power to stop that tree is someone who inside has the power of the beast. Issei Ghost of Sparta, added to the evils of the world. Issei Ghoul, in other words, he plans to sacrifice himself using all his power to the limit to destroy that tree and everything that remains of this dead world. Rias. Hey, what do they say, let me go please, no Issei, don't do it. But her cries were of no use, Issei looked at her with a smile, while Vali and her other versions left with her and then approached the tree. Issei. Goodbye my beloved Rias. Rias. Issei. The cries of Rias were heard before disappearing. Issei. Drake, I want you to know that you have been the best companion I could have ever had, I hope your next carrier is someone better than me. Drake. Partner, you were the best carrier of all, there will never be anyone like you. I want to tell you thank you for everything, and that I will not go with another carrier. We live together, and we die together. Partner, no, at this point, I must tell you brother, because you were like family to me. At that moment memories would come to Issei's head, they were all his moments with the people he loves. Issei. I am a very lucky person to have great friends. Smiles. Drag, girls, friends, parents, thank you for everything, I love you very much. At that moment his body would release all the energy and explode, taking everything around him. The few last words from Issei were heard in the middle of the explosion before he died. Girls, please live and be happy. Time after. After that we had a very sad end of year farewell. Issei was gone, his funeral was in 2 days, of course crying was inevitable even for me, but I will stay strong because that is what he would have wanted. From now on I will be strong for the rest of the year and those that will follow. I am glad I knew him, and I am even more glad I had him as a member of my family. As my friend and as my boyfriend. I don't know when I will tell his parents about his death, I guess I still lack courage, but I will. For now they think you went on a trip again. You could see Issei's 8 pawn pieces in Ria's hand. See you soon, Issei. If reincarnation exists, I know that we will see each other again, and when I see you, I will recruit you again for my family. I love you, Issei, and I always will. 2 days later. Issei's funeral was taking place in the human world, in a private area of the Grimory family, and Surzich's Lucifer was giving a speech. Surzich's. Comrades, today we pay tribute to another hero, someone who gave his life for this world, Hyodo Issei. His sacrifice was necessary to save us all, not only the world but the universes. He may have started this, but it was controlled and manipulated against his will. It was not his fault, he helped us many times. Even when we framed him he helped us, and in the end he gave his life for everyone. That is why we made this monument for Hyodo Issei in his honor. The cloth is removed and a statue of Issei with his dragon arm is revealed. Ria's. I will never forget you, I swear by the baby in my womb. Surzich's. He was a great person, he was like a brother, no, he was my dear brother. Surzich's words trembled, the tears were seen in his eyes, he could no longer contain the urge to cry. At that moment everyone pays respect to the late Hyodo Issei by raising their hands. Below the statue there was an image of an eagle and a scripture. The writing said, if you have courage problems and don't know how to move forward, just think about what he did. Meanwhile the versions of Issei watched a funeral in the distance. Issei Ghost of Sparta, it's over. Issei Demon Hunter, for me this is only the beginning. Issei Prototype, now we can return to our universe's home. Issei Werewolf, no matter how hard it may sound, everyone will never be able to be saved, but if we had been stronger, I think the result would be different. Issei Ghoul, that is why we must become stronger, so that this does not happen again. Issei Ghost of Sparta, it's true, what happened was a lesson for the future, we must be much stronger every day. Issei Prototype, but we must never neglect those we love. Issei Ghost of Sparta, finally it's time to return to our universes. At that moment all the Hyodo Issei take different paths to go to their universes. However, they did not realize that a shadow in the distance was watching them. It's incredible to think that I almost died twice, you know, I didn't imagine that that gem that was in the evils of the world was so powerful. You could see a black gem in the hand of someone who seemed to be a fallen angel, with only the silhouette of the shadow visible. Next time all of you Hyodo Issei will be mine and only mine, but now I think I will do 2 things, one of them get an Issei, the other go to a universe where all this started, where the change occurred. This gem showed me everything. At that moment a portal opens in front of the dark figure, revealing that it was Rainer. Now all of you Hyodo Issei please die for me. A macabre smile was dyed in the shadows. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.